Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the North Carolina Dynasty, where we have made it through the season. We finish it up 11-1, just like Clemson. Number 1 and number 2 ranked teams in the nation are going to face off for the ACC Championship Game in this episode. And yeah, this is the list of all the conference championship games. Most notable, I think, is LSU and Alabama face off for the Sun Belt. And I guess Ohio State and Michigan for the Big Ten championship game. Boston College and Penn State face off for the Conference USA Championship. Georgia and UCF for the SEC. So, bunch of very interesting games going on with a lot of playoff implications. And yeah, this season we have lost one game. We went 11-1, and that one game we did lose it against Clemson. It was a tough game. We shanked the field goal with time running out, lost 17-14. We could have tied it up and gone to overtime against them. Probably should have won it before then, but this is how it is. Let's look at this Clemson team. Top players on the team, most of them are on the defensive side. A couple of linemen, a couple of DBs, a couple of linebackers. There's also a couple of receivers and a quarterback here in Christopher Vezina, who is the starter on this team still. 6'4", 210 out of Birmingham, Alabama. Vezina is a very solid quarterback with 94 throw power. He has decent accuracies. It's nothing special, nothing to write home about, but still 88 short, 85 medium. Very solid field general with a lot of speed. He can run and extend plays and stuff. So it's going to be hard to tackle him. They are going to miss their top running back. Joquez Smith is out with a broken tailbone, out for 7 more weeks. I'm not sure. I don't think we faced him the first time around either. But the other running back on this team, the second best one, is also going to be out, dislocated ankle. So out for 7 weeks as well. Both of these are done for the season. They are not going to come back. So the running back we're actually gonna see is Jackson Foster, 5'10", 206 out of Highland Springs, Virginia. Former 4-star recruit. He's not at all a route running, a receiving back, even though he is an archetype receiving back. He's a decent elusiveness, 88 speed, no power. So definitely one of the weakest running backs we've seen this year. They're also gonna miss their top receiver, Tyler Brown. He had a big game against us the last time around, so I guess I'm kind of happy that he's not going to be playing. 5'11", 180. Instead, the number 1 receiver on this team is going to be TJ Moore, former 5-star, 6'3", 190. Dude is massive, with great route runnings, very good hands, great elusiveness as well, and 92 speed, 93 acceleration. So TJ Moore, number 16, somebody to watch out for. Bryant Wesco is the number 2 now. Where's number 12? 6'2", 170. Very slender frame with very good route runnings and pretty bad hands, honestly. 77 catching and 70 catching traffic is not great, but he does have some solid athleticism. And as a great route runner, he should be getting open a little bit sometimes. Now, where number 15 is the number 3 receiver, Ronan Hannafin, 6'3", 210 out of New England. Hannafin is a very solid pass catcher with decent route running ability and lots of speed. He has 99 speed, 98 acceleration. Not looking forward to facing him. Top tight end on this team is Marcus Dixon, 6'4", 245, massive dude, former 3-star recruit out of Philadelphia. And Dixon is a very solid pass catcher. His route runnings are pretty abysmal, honestly, for a tight end of his caliber. 77 speed, 87 acceleration. On the slower side, definitely, but gotta watch out for these tight ends. Now, the O-line on this Clemson team looks pretty good. They've got mid-80s overall left tackle and left guard. They've got a 77 overall center, which is not great, but they might play this backup right guard here. The real weakness is the right tackle, Ronan O'Connell. He's going to face Bo Atkinson, so we'll see how he's going to do, but one of the best players on this team is TJ Parker, the top edge rusher who is at 91 power moves, 95 strength, 89 block shedding, 88 finesse moves. This dude is unreal. I do not know how we're going to stop him. It doesn't matter which tackle is going to face him. This dude's going to create some problems. And the other one is going to be AJ Hoffler. Almost as good, 6'4", 250, former 4-star recruit, 85 power moves. Not quite the same type of athlete, but 88 strength is still more than enough to create some pressure. He has a 78 block shedding, which is not too bad, and 79 finesse moves. So not quite the same type of edge rusher, but still good enough to get our tackles into problems. Now the top defensive lineman is actually Peter Woods. In the middle of this defense, he has 99 power moves. He has 94 strength, and that alone has got to scare you. But also he has 81 finesse moves, so he's actually not a one-dimensional pass rusher, and he has 95 block shedding. How on earth are we gonna stop this dude, man? Where's number 11? Gotta watch out for him. Now, I guess lucky for us that we're at least not gonna face Green, the other defensive tackle here, at 6'4", 280. He has a broken tailbone as well, so he's gonna be out, and we're gonna face instead an 80 overall defensive tackle as the defensive tackle 2 on this team. So I guess that's some good news for us. And then this middle linebacker, Sammy Brown, man, he's going to be trouble. Field general archetype, has lots of power, has 89 block shedding and 90 tackling, has great coverage. Actually, not great coverage, but good coverage, and is a very good athlete as well. So this dude's a problem. And then they've got Kobe McLeod, 5'10", 225, a very short linebacker, but he is good. 92 awareness and 86 play rec is really good. He's got lots of power as well. 92 hit power is really good. He does not have the same type of block shedding ability, but he's a very good coverage linebacker with decent athleticism. So this front seven is absolutely stacked. And then at corner, one of the best corners in the country, Avion Terrell, has 90 man coverage, 83 press, 94 catching, and 87 zone coverage. I don't think we have a receiver on this team that can actually beat this guy. Avion Terrell, we just gotta watch out for him and not pass anywhere near him. Corian Gibson is the number 2 corner on this team, but he's out with a broken wrist, 6 weeks. That means he's probably done as well. Might be able to come back for the natty or something, but I don't know how the weeks line up with that. Miles Oliver is going to take his spot as the number 2 corner. Very solid man cover corner, but only 75 zone coverage. So there is a way to beat them if we're going to strictly target him and not Avion Terrell. Only 90 speed as well, so he's not the fastest dude, and he has only 75 zone coverage. At the back end, they've got Khalil Barnes, 6 foot and 195, out of Athens, Georgia. Barnes is a very instinctive cover free safety with 79 zone coverage. He has decent run support ability. The only thing that's lacking on him is the long speed. He has 91 speed. That's solid, but I would have expected even more, honestly. Now, so far, we have played them twice. We played them in Season 2. We won that game by sheer luck, I guess. I have no idea how we won that time. But we lost this season already once to them, and now this is our opportunity to take revenge for that loss and get them back. Now, Clemson themselves, they only punched the ticket for this game in the last week of the regular season when they won in overtime against South Carolina. It was a direct match for this game. They were tied at that point, and whoever won this game was meant to go to the conference championship game, and Clemson did punch it. I would have liked to see a South Carolina-North Carolina battle, but afraid that's not going to happen. We're instead going to see Clemson here, and it's the pouring rain. I don't think that's good conditions for us in this matchup, because that means we have to run it, and this front seven is unreal. 19-yard run to start the day, though, so that's Brian Malik on an outside zone give, running away from the linebackers. I guess that's something we can try. First down and 10. Kyle Costanzo up the middle. Gets 4 yards out of the play. That's a little bit. And now a run later, it's 3rd and 1. Brian Malik's the back, and he is stuffed. 4th down and 3. Sammy Brown, the middle linebacker, on the blitz. They had the perfect play call. And now somebody jumped off sides, and that is actually the defensive tackle that I showed off earlier. Dude's a monster, Peter Woods. But he gives us a free 1st down. And now we're 2nd and 10. And that's a draw, and that does not go anywhere as Woods stuffs the run. It's only 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7. Now Malik is in the backfield. Try to get him to jump, but they don't. Another draw, and this is Malik, and they do get it this time. It's a 7-yard run. Very conservative play calling so far. 2nd and 6. Merdinger is going to motion out Kyle Costanzo, and he's going to throw it out there, and nowhere to go. That's Avion Terrell. He's got it, got the stop there. 3-yard loss, and this is going to be a tough 3rd and 10. Merdinger with a double twin set, and they're going to go with a draw. That was very risky. 4th and 11, it's even a loss, so that knocks him out of field goal range. If they had gotten a few yards, you could have tried a field goal, but 52-yarder was just not realistic at that time. So instead, they punt it down to the 3-yard line, and a 9-yard gain for Jackson Foster to start off their drive. 2nd and 1, and they're going to go play action, and there's somebody behind the defense. And that one is gonna be gone. It's an 88-yard touchdown for Clemson. And that one is going to be on Dorian Green. Because this was actually a cover 4 call. Kareem Fallen, the man who pursued him, did not actually have responsibility. It was Dorian Green. He had the deep cover 4 zone there, and he just drops to the flat. I do not know why he did that. That doesn't make any sense at all. But it's 7-0 now. Can't do anything about it. And Clemson is up. First points on the board. Now we're going to try to get the 1st down here. That works out. Jordan Shipp sitting down between the zones. He gets the 1st down and goes down on 1st contact. Now from the 30, this is Kyle Costanzo. And he tried to run over the corner, but 2 men there. It's only a 5-yard run. 3rd and 5. And Merdinger stands tall in the pocket and open over the middle. It's Jake Johnson sitting down between the linebackers. Great play by the tight end. Might be one of his last games. 2nd and 10 for Merdinger. He gets it away. And Malik on the slip screen. He jukes out a couple people and gets a few extra yards. Makes this a 3rd and 1. Very manageable. Gotta have the 1st down here. And Costanzo is gonna go get it. It's a 4-yard run. And the Tar Heels are going to move the chains here against the Tigers. 2nd and 10, Merdinger is going to hand it off to Costanzo again, who runs over a safety. And that's about a 7-yard gain. So that could have gone as, that did go as well as it could have. 3rd and 3, open over the middle is Jake Johnson, the tight end. And they move the sticks again. It's 9 yards for the tight end. Sorry, dropped my pen again. It's 1st down and 10 from the 27 now, and this is a 5-man pressure and complete to Buckstoner. It's a 5-yard gain, and Merdinger is now 8 for 11 so far. 2nd and 5, handed off to Costanzo, and there is some room. He does get 6 yards and a new 1st down. 2nd and 9 for Malik now, who checks into the game. And he's going to run this one to the outside, but it was kind of choked up there. Everything was very, very tight quarters, so he doesn't get very far. And this is going to be a tough 3rd and 5 now. Pouring rain still, and they are going to go with a draw. And Darren Pounds, he's not going to have the 1st down. Caught shy. 4th and inches, and the Tar Heels are going for it. 4th and inches, you got to go for it, man. A motion for Julian Randolph, and the 2 tight end set works out for them. It's Costanzo down to the 5. 1st down and goal. And now they go Wildcat. So what are we going to see here? Motion for Brian Malik. And this is Costanzo flipping it forward. Touchdown Malik. He's got the jet sweep touchdown. And the Tar Heels tie up the game at 7. Great reaction to that deep touchdown for Clemson. And it is now a tie game at 7. As our number 1 running back has a passing touchdown to our number 2 running back here. Very weird stats. That is going to produce very weird stats. Now, this is going to be a loss. Steven Slate here on the tackle. Very solid tackler. 3rd and 9 now for Vezina, and he is gonna be almost sacked. Did throw it into his lineman's back, but that's gonna be falling incomplete. Turnover on downs for Clemson, and now this is a shot to take the lead for UNC, and the cross midfield is Buck Stoner. Merdinger so far 9 of 12, very solid day through the air, and this is another completion, RPO for Buck Stoner. Again, he's got another catch. And now this is the 3rd and 1 from the 34-yard line, and Malik is gonna get it. It's a 3-yard gain, and this is also the first play in the 2-minute warning. Now 1st and 10 for Malik on the screen, and he is gonna get some blocks, turns it upfield. That's gonna be a 1st down. Very good play design here. Now 3rd and 8, and they go empty backfield. Somebody jumps offside, and Merdinger has a man over the middle. It's Buck Stoner, and that's caught right at the sticks. So let's see if this is going to be a 4th down or if it's going to be a 1st down. It's a 1st down. We can decline the penalty. 2nd and goal for Costanzo up the middle. Nowhere to go. And we're running clock here, taking a timeout now with 13 seconds on the clock. 3rd and goal. Last chance before you get the field goal. And Merdinger, he has some time and is going to roll out, and nobody's open on the slants concept. They're going to throw it away there. Perfect zone coverage by Clemson, and they take the field goal. It's a 10-7 lead at halftime. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, as North Carolina has a lead at halftime, 10-7, and they have 18 minutes and 19 seconds of 20 minutes of game time in the first half. So that's more than 90% time of possession. Now Clemson gets to start the second half, and Vezina is going to throw a bubble screen to his top target, and he's going to get the 1st down, and there is an injury on the play. We're going to lose Moses Riggins, our number 2 corner on the field. So we're going to have a backup in there now. 2nd and 2, and Jackson has a wide open running lane, and that's a 1st down. I misspoke earlier that bubble screen was 8 yards and not a 1st down. Now 2nd and 7, and they get only 2 with Jackson, so this is going to bring up a 3rd and 5. You can get him off the field here with a sack or a stop of some kind, but they are going to get the 1st down anyway. Clemson moves the chains right at midfield there, and that's Ronan Hannafin. 1st and 10 for Vezina. He's going to have a pass lined up, and that one's going to be a 1st down as well, as bad angles taken there by multiple players. 1st and 10, trips to the right, and they're going to throw it again, and this is going to be complete as well. Dorian Green can't contain his targets there. 1st and 10, Vezina. He's going to throw it again, and over the middle, wide open. That is yet another, well, not a 1st down this time, but TJ Moore gets at least 6, keeps them ahead of the sticks. Jackson runs it to the outside. That's a 1st down at the 5. Jackson Foster, by the way. 2nd and goal now. Goal line personnel for both teams, and down at the 2. Lucky. 3rd and goal now, and they've got double twin set. Run it up the middle. Jackson Foster with the touchdown. Clemson goes up again. 14-10, and they take the lead on the opening drive of the second half. Now, this is bad news because obviously we're down now, and this is not a field goal game. This is a 4-point game, so we can't take any losses like these, and Peter Woods was right there to force the loss on that slip screen. Merdinger, 3rd and 12, and he's going to force it over the middle, and that's intercepted. Safety came back down, and he's actually going to return it. This is Khalil Barnes into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson, 42-yard pick 6. That was an egregious mistake, man. Marquise Brooks, he looked a little bit open over the middle there, but Barnes, he was, that was a cover 4 call. He saw the receiver come into his zones, peels off the deep threat target there by Buck Stoner, gets the brakes on, and just stands right there. It's also a little bit overthrown. Brooks had no shot of catching that at all, even if Barnes wouldn't have been there. But still a bad throw. Should have just taken the one-on-one with Buck Stoner on the outside, or on the other side, it probably would have been Jordan Ship. So it's 21-10 now, and on 3rd and 2, we're going to have an almost sack and a punt that gives Clemson great field position. And Vizina has his target lined up, a 4-yard gain, make this a 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 6, and they're going to motion out Jackson Foster, so it's trips to the right and twins to the left. The other way around, trips to the left and twins to the right, and they're going to get the first down here. 7-yard gain to his tight end. 1st and 10 coming up now, and they're going to throw another screen here, and that's TJ Moore with a 3-yard gain. I mean, it's going to keep him at the sticks, I guess. 3rd and 7 now. They're going to motion out Jackson Foster again. 3rd and 7 is going to be complete, but shy of the sticks. 4th and 6. And they're going to try a long-range 56-yard field goal here in this pouring rain, and they're going to hit it. Clemson up by 2 touchdowns now, 24-10. And UNC has not been getting the ball going at all in this quarter. We're looking at 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and let's see what Costanzo can do. He runs over a corner and is taken out of bounds by the safety. That is a very nice play there. And that's going to get a first down. 2nd and 8. Costanzo is the back, and they're going to run it with a draw, and that's a 3-yard loss. Sammy Brown right in the backfield. Oh, my God. Now at least somebody jumps offside, so this is a free play and a first down for Christian Hamilton, who gets the first down this time around. And we can just decline the offsides penalty there. So at least we're across midfield now. Let's try to go get a touchdown here. Merdinger has a man open, wide open behind the defense. Buck Stoner, and he overthrows him. What are you doing? That was an easy touchdown, man. It would have been a 47-yard score, and we would have been halving this lead. And now, instead, on 2nd and 10, Merdinger goes down. Ball falls incomplete. 3rd and 10. This one's going to be tough. Merdinger on the corner route. He's going to find his tight end, and it is going to be a completion, even though it was a very tough grab for Jake Johnson. 1st and 10 now. Trips to the right. Buck Stoner isolated left. Got this one out to Jordan Ship. That's a first down. And now we're inside the red zone. Now let's try to go get some points. 1st and 10. And Merdinger has some time. He navigates the pocket and wide open in the secondary. That's Buck Stoner into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Tar Heels. And the game is a 1-score game now. 24-17. And there is still 7.5 minutes left. So gotta have to stop here on Clemson and this offense. And that's a good start. Travis Shaw is in the backfield for a 5-yard loss on Jackson Foster. 2nd and 15, and they go empty backfield. Trips to the right, isolated. Nobody's isolated. Twins to the trips to the left, twins to the right, and they get a 17-yard gain. Are you kidding me, man? You cannot be allowing that this easily. 2nd and 9, motioning out the running back is Vizina. He stands tall in the pocket. He's got his catch at the sideline. 3rd and 3 coming up right now. And TJ Moore isolated left, trips to the right, wide open. That's, what's his name? I keep forgetting. I think it's Hannafin. 1st and 10 now, bunch to the right. They're going to hand it off. And this one's going to be good for about 6-7 yards. Oh, man. Jackson Foster having a solid day here on the ground. And Vizina is going to have a sack. We bring the pressure, and Ashton Woods finally gets a sack on the quarterback. It's our first sack on the day. We have not had a sack so far. So finally a tough 3rd down for Vizina. And this one's going to be in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. I do not know who that was targeted at, but we're going to get the punt and get the ball with 4.5 minutes on the clock. Merdinger overthrows his target by a mile. That was a horrible throw by Merdinger. 3rd and 8 now for the sophomore quarterback, and he is gonna underthrow this time. Buck Stoner was wide open on the slant. Couldn't hit him in stride, couldn't hit him at all. And now that's a punt, and there is 4 minutes left in the game, and wide open, it's TJ Moore, and a first down for this Clemson offense. 2nd and 8, as Vizina is just going to hand it off. That's the 4th running back on the team. Now he's the backup running back, I guess, but 3rd and 10 now after a couple unsuccessful runs. And Vezina stands tall in the pocket. He's pressured and goes down. That's going to be a sack down at the 34-yard line. So yet another 50-yard field goal coming up here right at the 2-minute warning. 4th and 17 and a field goal try from 51 yards out. And this one's going to be wide right. It's no good. And it's still a one-score game. UNC got lucky. But this is a gotta have a touchdown right here. And the Merdingers under pressure immediately as Trevion Green couldn't hold off AJ Hoffler. And he is in the backfield in absolutely no time. Was just one swipe move. And now in the secondary, that was Jordan Shipp, and he was open too. He drops the ball. And this is going to be a very tough 4th and 26 for Merdinger. He has a one-on-one shot down the field. Buck Stoner, he's got it in his hands, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs, and now Clemson has the ball at UNC 14-yard line. But you couldn't have punted it away there. How would you do that, man? You can't punt it away there, so you got to go for it, man. And Vezina has got his man in the end zone. It's a touchdown. And that is the dagger. Clemson wins this one 31-17. Does not matter what UNC was doing there. That first sack, that sack by Hoffler was the only sack we allowed all evening. Even though Merdinger was under pressure a lot, we never got sacked per se. And then we got sacked there immediately, man. It was just one quick swipe and he was already past an 87 overall tackle at that. And then 3rd and 26, we have Jordan Shipp there for about a 20-yard gain, which would have made the 4th down a lot easier. He drops the football. And then 4th and 26, we've got the one-on-one. Buck Stoner can't haul it in either. We allow Christopher Vezina an 18 of 20 day in the rain. This was not even close. It was an absolute demolition. It looked close for a lot of the time, but Clemson was just by so much the better team. They had the much better receivers, or receivers that were getting open at least. We were not able to run the football at all. To be fair, Clemson wasn't either, but this is what our game is. We run the football, and then occasionally we take a couple deep shots. If you take away the run element, there is no deep shots anymore. They can just sit there in corner and cover 3 all the time, and it doesn't even matter. Buck Stoner with 2 drops today. We've got a drop by Jordan Shipp. Man, you gotta haul it in. I know it wasn't wide open or anything, but he had it right in his hands. I guess this is, you can say this is a learning experience. This team is not ready yet. Clemson was the better team, and they win deservedly so. I know the pick 6 was a bad read, but also it was overthrown. It was not just a bad read. I do not know if that would have been an interception if the ball was on the money for Brooks, because I think then it would have probably been broken up and it would have been a punt and not a pick 6. And that is what got us down there, but our running game did not get going a lot today. And we're going to take a quick look here at all the other conference championships. Boston College wins the Northeast, the New England Conference. We've got Oregon winning. We've got Arkansas winning. TCU wins the Texas Bowl, I guess. Alabama wins over LSU. We've got UCF over Georgia. That is a stunner. New Mexico loses to Arizona State. We've got Western Virginia wins over Tennessee. That's also a stunner to me. And then OSU in overtime over Michigan. Crazy playoffs are gonna follow. I got a feeling. Now we've got a couple awards here. This is a disappointing loss, but we've got the Heisman again. It's Malik Hamrick 2 times in a row. 25 sacks this year. He had I think 45 last year. That was a crazy season. Hamrick is graduating, so this is his final shot at winning anything, and let's see if we can do something about it in the following playoff. Malik Hamrick also wins Best Defensive Player. No surprise there. I mean, if he's the Heisman winner, he's obviously got to be the Best Defensive Player as well. Malik Hamrick is also going to win best defensive end. That is also very much clear. No question about it. He is also going to win best defensive lineman of the year. Man, this loading is, yeah, annoying. That's actually best defensive back is Caleb Cost with 1 interception. I have no idea. That doesn't make any sense at all. But I guess I'll take any award. Ashton Woods wins best linebacker without any interceptions at all. I mean, I guess he did have a few sacks here and there, but best linebacker in the country? I don't know about that. Malik Hamrick, here it is. Best defensive lineman. The Lombardi Award is the best defensive lineman in the country. Now, Hamrick, this year he didn't have as many snaps as last year, and that's because he's not a great run defender. So in run defense, we've gotten Eric Daniels in there a good bit. But we're going to play UCF. The winner of the SEC is going to be our opponent here in the college football playoff. We're the highest seed of all the teams that are going to play in the college playoff and not get a first round bye. So let's take a look. North Carolina versus UCF. That's the SEC winner. Florida is, I think, the only team that didn't play in any championship game other than Notre Dame. Florida plays Georgia. Georgia lost the SEC. Then we've got Michigan, the loser of the Big Ten, against Notre Dame, who is still an independent. We've got Alabama, the winner of the Sun Belt. They're going to play South Carolina, who didn't... actually, there is yet another team. South Carolina also didn't make it to any championship game because they're also in the ACC. So it was between them and Clemson for the South Division spot. And yeah, and then 4 conference winners: Oregon from the Pac-12, Clemson from the ACC. West Virginia is, I think, the American... No, it's not the American Conference. Hang on, there's still one more that I'm losing. Hang on. I'm still missing one conference. It doesn't matter. West Virginia is one of the teams, and then the TCU, that's the American Conference, I think. No, hang on. TCU, that's the winner of the Big 12, and West Virginia is the winner of the American Conference. I got it. I still got it. With the conference realignments and stuff. It's been really fun to watch this stuff play out. I really like the results and stuff. But yeah, tough day today for the UNC Tar Heels. And next episode, we're going to play UCF. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more UNC Dynasty. See you in the next episode. Until then, have a great day.